Wow, man, that trailer was pretty good. But hey, man, it's TDG to the game here today. We got some more Battlefield news and some things to talk about: new weapons, new specialists, and everything. Let's get down into it. All right, guys, here's the roadmap for Season 3, and the first thing I want to talk about on here is Zane. Now, Zane is the new specialist within the game that we're going to be talking about, his trait and his weapon and how it works. Now, his weapon is a semi-automatic airburst launcher, which is called the XM370A, which is designed to take out people or flush them out behind cover. Now, this weapon that he has is actually from Battlefield 4. I believe I've seen it in other games as well. It takes out basically people from behind cover or trying to camp or anything. Now, I don't know if this would be kind of spammy or not, but who knows? We won't know until November 22nd, which the season does drop on that time. Now we're going to talk about Zane's trait ability, which is to regen faster after taking out an enemy. Now this will be good for aggressive players and people who like to get into action a lot more, so I see this being a very good thing for infantry. Now that's it for Zane. Now we're going to talk about the elephant in the room here, which is the new tank that we're getting called the EMK V90 Tour Tank. Now this tank has two different modes, as siege and mobility. Now the siege mode is more basically a stationary and where it shoots more effectively at range and firepower. Now the mobility is where you move faster, but you don't have the same fire effect nor fire range. Now I think this tank is pretty good for people who like to play tanks, and it also will be on both sides. It will not be just on one sided on the team, so we will be having both on both sides. I think it'll be called different on the other side, but that's a good thing and not a bad thing. So let's talk about the next thing I want to talk about. Now that would be the new weapons that are coming in Season 3. Now the first weapon we're going to be talking about is the Mark IV railgun. Now originally this gun was in Battlefield 4, which was called the Mark I, now it's the Mark IV. Now it has two different modes. You have the single action mode, and then you also have the full auto. Now the single action for this gun is where it winds up, and it's basically a sniper at this point, but it welds up the railgun itself to making it more effective at range and more deadly. Now the burst shot is more of a CQB and close quarter way to fight, which is it ranges about for 20 meters per shot when it's in burst mode, so that may be really good for anyone rushing into close quarters. But now the next weapon we're going to talk about is the MVK S22. Now it's a double barrel shotgun, great for CQB and close quarters. It has a ammo count on top of it as well. Also, it has semi-automatic, which will be very effective in CQB. Now, the next gun we're going to talk about is the new pistol, which is called the MVK P125. Now, it's a long range and also close quarter and semi-automatic pistol. Now, this is a great pistol to use. I think it's really cool and how futuristic, and overall the weapons are futuristic, and I do like this lean towards the more future it gets, which is in 2042 should be futuristic. That's how the game should be. Now that being said, let's talk about the new map called Spearhead. Now here I have on the screen the layout of the map on Conquest, which I think these are pretty good layout right here. We won't know until we actually play the the new season, so I can't wait for this map. Also, as you saw in the trailer, the XM8 and the A91 Volt weapons are coming into Season 3 at the beginning of the season, which we can complete them by assignments. And also, the M240B was spotted in the trailer, which I'll have a picture up here as well. Now I think that's also cool. Not know if that will come in later in the season or also in the beginning. Who knows? We won't know until Season 3 starts. Also, I forgot to say that the throwing knife will be in the game as well. Now that's kind of gimmicky. It's not really a big deal. I don't think people are going to use a knife over a tactical. If they do, probably for memes and stuff like that. But other than that, also here's some of the free battle pass rewards and also the premium one, which I'll have on the screen as well. Some of the stuff that's coming to the season. So now that being said, I do like this season that's coming. I do like the vibe, the atmosphere of the game, and I can't wait for more content after Season 4, which they already confirmed. And let me know what you think of this new season. Are you gonna play it or not? If not, hey, let me know. Also, like and subscribe the video, and this is Tactics of the Game, and I'm out. Peace.